Here it goes. So this is the representation of the data using Power BI. Okay, so this is the visualization of the data using Power BI, where you can see this is the total sales done. The total sales done is 2297,000 and the total profit earned is 286,000. Phone is the category which has generated the maximum revenue, copiers being most profitable, maximum sold is binders, and the maximum discount is also offered on the binders. Phone and chairs are the one which has generated the maximum sales. If we see the year wise, we can see continuous growth over there. Right? You can see the overall growth. You can see the continuous growth over here. Only in the year 2015, there is a slight dip in technology and office supplies. Furniture is continuously growing. When it comes to the segment-wise bifurcation, we can see somewhere around 50% of the bifurcation is coming only from, sorry, say 50% of the sales has been generated only from the consumer sector. Further, we have the region-wise bifurcation of the sales and the category-wise bifurcation of the sales. And on the top, you can see some text is being scrolling over here. So what is this? This is the name of top 3 clients. The top 3 clients on the basis of the sales. So these are the 3 clients which has given us the maximum business. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
Right. And this is talking about the entire data which we have, entire data for US. Now, if you want to focus on one particular state, let's say I want to talk about California. See, now all your visuals are talking about California. In the California, the total sales generated is 458,000 with a profit of 76,000. Top 3 customers of California. Phones generated maximum revenue and the most profitable is accessories over here. Let's try with any other state. I will go to Florida over here and here it goes. So in the phones, the maximum revenue has been generated by machines. In Florida, the maximum revenue has been generated by a machine. The total sales then is 89,000 and the profit is negative 3,000. That means Florida is given as losses over here. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
And that's not all. You click on any of the data point. Let's click on technology. Now, all your visual will be talking only about technology. Let me click on furniture. It is talking about furniture alone. If I click on the West, I'm getting the details for the Western region. Let me talk about home office. My all visuals are talking about home office. Let me click on the phones. I am getting the sales only for the phones. Okay. So,
okay.
What do you say about this report? How is the report?
It it has many similar attributes and characteristics as Tableau, but it has its own unique features as well and different visual appeal. And I see some different UI elements as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely correct over here. And the important point which I wanted to highlight over here, here we call it as a report. First thing, here we call it as a report. Okay. So in this report, first of all, you can see the report is presentable, right? It is presentable. Secondly, it is interactive. Interactive reports. So it is very much interactive. Anybody can get what he or she is looking for in this report. Okay.
Right.
So now, this, whatever we will be learning in Power BI, our ultimate objective is to create this type of report or even more better report than this. So the ultimate objective of Power BI is creation of the reports. Right now, when we know that what we have to achieve in Power BI, let's talk more about Power BI. So Power BI, a business intelligence tool, which converts the data from various sources to interactive reports. So Power BI is not only a single thing. It is basically a collection of components. It is basically a collection of components where we have something known as Power Query. We have something known as Power Query, which is used to clean the data. If your data is not ready for the visualization, Power BI will help you to make the data ready for the visualization. Okay, then we have something known as Power Pivot, which is used to work with the multiple data sources. If your data has been spread across multiple data sources, we can use Power Pivot for that purpose. Power View, it is used to create the different type of visuals. As you can see over here, you can see different type of visuals. All these are the different type of visuals which I have used in the reports. So to create this visual, we will be using something known as Power View. And there is Power BI service, which is used to share your visualization with your respective audience. Okay, and basically the interface which I have shown you over here, it is the interface of Power BI service. Power BI service is a cloud platform of Power BI. It is the cloud platform of Power BI, where you can see it is running on the browser. Okay, so this is machine independent. You can log in from anywhere and you can create that. So that is Power BI service. Let's proceed further. And why do we use Power BI? Why Power BI? So the first answer is speed. In Power BI, you can create any type of report, any type of visuals can be created in very less time, almost a minute. Within a minute, you will be able to create wonderful visuals in Power BI. Any type of visual, it is just a matter of some practice. And you will be able to create any type of visual within a minute. So that is the speed which Power BI provides. And in contrast to Excel, where it might take more time to create the visuals. Okay. Then Power BI is very much user friendly. No programming skills, no technical background is required to work in Power BI. If you can work on computers, you can work in Power BI. Okay. Next, eye-catching and interactive reports, I should say, rather than dashboard. So interactive reports, which I have already shown you. So this was presentable as well as interactive. That is what it was saying. So very easily we can create these reports. Maximum features. Power BI is a feature-rich product. Power BI, it is a feature-rich product which has the maximum functions. Maximum functions. You work in Excel?
Yes, I work in Excel.
You work in Excel. So you must be aware about different type of visuals we have in Excel. Sorry, my bad. Not visual. I'm talking about so many functions we have in Excel, like date function, text functions, numeric functions, right? So many functions are there. We use if condition in Excel. Almost, or I should say most of those functions are available in Power BI also. Date functions like date part, date div, date add, get date, and the text functions like lower, upper, trim, mid, left, right, length, etc. So all these functions, if conditions, everything is available in Power BI also. But now you might be thinking, what is great about it? It was there in Excel, now it is there in Power BI. What's so great? So the great part is that in Excel, you have to write the formula. As simple as if you are using an upper function, you have to write the upper formula equal to upper and then the reference of the cell. Yes?
Yes.
Yes or no? But here, you do not have to write the formula. Not even a simple formula, but even if you are using a if condition or you are using a nested if, then also you do not have to write the formula. You just have to click and the task will be done. So Power BI is the only visualization tool which has so many features in it. So maximum feature. Next, Another wonderful part is the Power BI is the most economic data visualization tool available in the market. The basic version of Power BI, it comes free of cost, and the paid version is also very economic, which is somewhere around $10 per user per month. So it is the most economic data visualization tool available in the market. Okay. Data connectivity. Power BI can connect to somewhere around 100 data sources. It is not only Excel and SQL. You can connect to n number, almost 100 data sources you can connect to. You name the data source and Power BI will be able to connect. So that is why the Power BI does exist in the market. Now, how does Power BI work? So we have something known as Power BI desktop where we create the reports. And we have something known as Power BI service, which is a cloud platform of Power BI, which we use to publish the reports. Okay. Power BI service which is used to publish the report. Now let's take a scenario. In any organization, we have reporting requirement. Yes or no?
Yes.
Various type of reporting like weekly report, daily report, monthly report. Let's take an example of a weekly report. So what is the normal way of creating the report? We normally create the report by creating charts in Excel. Yes, we create charts in Excel. We take that chart, put it into the PowerPoint and create a good presentation. And once the presentation is ready, we share the presentation with the respective audience using Microsoft Outlook, isn't it?
Yes.
Ideally, if we see three tools are utilized over here or engaged over here, that is Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. Now, Power BI can do the task of all the three. You can create wonderful visualization in Power BI desktop, right? You can, the report will be there in Power BI desktop. You can share the report with the respective audience using Power BI service. Okay. And you can also ask the Power BI service to send the mail on your behalf, assuming that it is a weekly report which needs to be sent every Monday 10 a.m. Every Monday 10 a.m. you need to send the report. Okay. So what can be done? You can ask Power BI to do the needful. So you need not to send the mail to the respective recipient. Power BI will automatically be drafting a mail on your behalf and will be sending it to the respective recipient. Isn't it sound interesting?
Yes.
Now, but if we are taking an example of a weekly report, what do you say? Every week, what will change in the report? The layout of the report will remain same. What changing will be the data. Agree?
Correct.
Every week,
Yes.
the data will change, the layout will not. Their layout will be occasionally changed. Okay. So
Yes.
now you have left with one task that every week you have to refresh the data and report will be sent automatically. But even that effort also you need not to put. You can ask Power BI to refresh the data on its own. You can give this responsibility also to the Power BI. So now your weekly activity can be literally converted to a one-time activity. You created the report one time, you put it onto the Power BI service, you ask the Power BI to refresh the data, and you ask the Power BI to send the report on your behalf. So zero intervention. Without you being present in the office, the report will be automatically sent. Interesting?
Yes.
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 Right. And
Yes.
we will be doing this thing practically in this module. Okay. So that is Power BI service. Let's proceed further. So here is a comparison between Tableau and Power BI, and I have included this sheet over here because almost all my students ask me, sir, which one is better, Power BI and Tableau? And my answer is both are awesome products. Both are at number one. These both are the market leaders. It is something like comparing Maruti and Hyundai. Which one is better? What say? Which one is better? It totally depends on individual to individual. For me, for you, you might be thinking like, you might say, okay, Hyundai is more better. It has more style and more comfortable and whatever. Okay. And for you, you say, okay, mileage is not a concern for me. Although if the mileage is less, but I will go with the looks and all, that is more better. I would say Maruti is far better because it is low maintenance cost and good mileage. That's it. I'm not very much concerned about the style and all. Okay. So we both are correct at our places. Same is comparison of Tableau and Power BI. And just to take, I have tried to take few features on the basis of which I have compared Tableau and Power BI. Again, repeating, both are wonderful products. Organization to organization, it depends what is good for their purpose. So the first point which I have taken over here is the data visualization. In Tableau, the Tableau 100% focus is on the visualization. Tableau talks only about visualization. Tableau says, you give me the data in the proper format and I will visualize it wonderfully in a most convenient manner. Okay. On the other hand, Power BI says, I will also visualize the data in a most convenient manner, but even if your data is not available in a proper format, I will help you to bring the data to a proper format. Okay? Clear? This point clear? Please be with me.
Yes. Yes, clear.
Okay. Next point is the size of the data set. Tableau does not put any capping on the size of the data set. It could be a small data or it could be a huge data. There will be no impact on the performance of Tableau. On the other hand, Power BI free version, the basic version of Power BI puts a limit of 1 GB of data. Well, 1 GB of data which you can get in Power BI. So the data source to which you are connecting to, the maximum size of the data source could be up to 1 GB, not more than that. So there is a capping on the data in Power BI. So in this scenario, I will say Tableau takes a plus. Third point I have taken over here is the data source. Tableau can connect to a wide range of data sources. And Power BI can also connect to all the data sources which Tableau can connect to. In addition to, it can also get the data from the online search engine like Bing. Okay, so that is about the data source. Last but not the least is the costing part. Tableau is pretty expensive. You know, cost of Tableau is somewhere around $70 per user per month. On the other hand, Power BI basic version come free of cost and the paid version is very, very economic. That is somewhere around $10 per user per month. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Is Power BI Microsoft product?
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
Power BI is a product of Microsoft.
And Tableau?
Tableau is a separate organization.
Okay.
In itself is an organization, Tableau. Okay.
Yes.
Right. So these are, I have tried to compare few features of Tableau and Power BI. Let's proceed further. Installation of Power BI. So here I have given you the link to install Power BI. So you can just click on this link. The installation is very, very simple. And right away, I will share this link with you. So if you want, you can right away click on this link. You will be reaching to this page. In this page, you will see Microsoft Power BI desktop, and you need to click on the download page. It will prompt you to open the Microsoft Store, click on open. Are you doing it along with me? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm doing.
Okay. So you can click on the open and you will be getting the Microsoft Store. Okay. All right. So here it is. And you can see you will be getting an option to install. You just click on install. You might be prompted for some basic information. If prompted, you can do that and it will be installed. Okay.
Okay.
It will be
Yes.
automatically installed. Once installed, you will be getting this Power BI desktop icon over here on your desktop. Here it is. You just double click on it to open the Power BI desktop.
Okay.
Here it is. So this is the welcome screen of Power BI. You can just click on close. Here it is. So let us first of all get introduced to the interface of Power BI. So this is the area where you will be creating your chart. So you can call it as a chart area or the plot area. All right. On the left hand side, you will be getting 3 buttons over here. These are the different views available in Power BI. The first one is the report view. The second one is the data view. And third is the model view. So in the initial part of this module, we will be majorly focusing on the first one. The rest 2 we will be taking care of later. If you move to the right hand side, you will see there is 3 tabs over here. One is the filters, visualization and fields. So this visualization will contain the different type of visuals. Different visuals which are available in Power BI can be seen over here. Then once you get the data within the Power BI, all the fields from the data source will be listed over here. And filters, it is a section where which will be utilized to implement the filters. We will talk about it in detail further in the module. Okay. So this is the interface of Power BI. And right, so we installed, right. Now, there is one interesting feature regarding the Power BI, which is Power BI upgrades almost every month. So new features are keep on adding into the Power BI almost every month. So you can go to the file, you can go to the options and settings. You will go to the options. You will be getting an option called preview features. And you will see so many features over here, right? Spanish language support, Azure map, data point, whatever, new format pane. So these are all the few new features which has been added to the Power BI. If you want, you can click on OK. If you don't want, you can simply do that. So you need not to reinstall it. Okay. So this is another good feature of Power BI. So this we have talked about the interface. Now, Power BI is also a 3-step process. Just like in Tableau, we used to do the 3 steps. Remember the basic 3 steps in Power BI? Yes. Okay, I will not talk about it as of now. So the 3 basic steps in Power BI. Number 1, get the data in Power BI. Number 2, choose the visualization. And number 3, select the fields to be worked on. So get the data in Power BI. So you need to get the data means getting the data inside the Power BI, the data on which you wanted to work. Choose the visualization means tell Power BI which type of visual you want. You want a column chart, bar chart, pie chart, line chart, which type of visualization you want. And then select the fields to be worked on. Specify the fields. So let's try to do it practically. And I will be connecting to the same data source which we have used in Tableau. So to get the data, there is an option called Get Data in the menu in the toolbar. You will go to the Get Data. We are getting the data from Excel. So I will select Excel over here, and here is the data over here with the name orders. I will say open. So these are the sheets which are there. I will select the orders, and you will see two buttons over here, which is the load and the transform. Initially, we will be focusing on the load part, and we will load button. Later, we will also talk about the transformation. So I will click on the load to get the data in Power BI. Here it goes. Right? So you can see all the fields which were there in the data source are appearing over here. So we are done with the first step, that is getting the data in Power BI. Second step is choose the visualization. Select the visualization. So let us take, here we have a visual with the name stacked column chart. Let me take this. I can resize it as per my requirement. So I resize this visual. Okay. And now what I want to do is, so with the visual, you will see you will be getting different fields, axis, legend, values. So depending on the visual, these fields will change. Now, supposedly, I want to display the sales on the basis of subcategory. So let me take the sales. So you will take the sales and put it into the values field. Let me take the subcategory and put it into the axis field. And here is your chart. Your chart is ready. Okay. So you are getting the subcategory sales over here. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is
Here the sequence of steps is different, right? In Tableau, after loading the data, we used to select column and then we used to make changes in the visualization.
absolutely, absolutely. So it is different over here because it is a different product. Okay. Right. So here we have got the visual, and now further, if you wanted to enhance it, if you wanted to enhance as you want to do some cosmetic changes, that is, you want to do some formatting over here. So you will see the first icon is of the fields and the second icon is of formatting. So you will go over here and you will get a lot of formatting options. So many formatting options are there. Now, first of all, I want to get the data labels. So you will see data label, which is off. You will see in front of most of the formatting options, you will get on and off. So if you want that thing, you can make it as on. So you'll see the data label is visible. If you don't want, you can make it as off. So I want it, I make it as on. I can go over here. I can increase the size over here. Let me say 12. It seems that, or I can increase it slightly more. I would like to make it as 14. If you want it, make it as bold. And if you want, you can change the color as well. For an example, let me take it as times over here. And if you want to change the color, you can change the colors also over here. So here it has been changed, right? And so this is the data labels. Now, supposingly, if you think that the x-axis, the labels are very small and you want to make it more appealing, so you can go to the x-axis. First of all, I will like to increase the size. So I will make it as 12. I also wanted to change the color. Let me make it as bold. And I also like to change the font over here to times. So which I have done over here. At the bottom, you can see the title. So you will just scroll over here. keep on scrolling. So you will be getting a lot of options. So if you want this title, you can keep it. And if you don't want, you can make it as off. So you can see the title has been removed, the access title. Similarly, we can go to the y-axis over here. And again, I would like to change the color, increasing the size over here, making it as bold. And this also, I would like to put it as times. Right. And I don't want the title of this. So I'm removing the title from here as well. And you can see, can you see this? Notice these are some dotted lines over here.
Grid lines.
Yes, the grid lines which are, see, now more visible, huh? So if you don't want this grid lines, you can remove the grid lines. I don't want the grid lines over here. So this is the formatting of X and Y axis. Then we can go to the title on the top. You can see the title of the chart. If you don't want the title, you can switch it off. But I want the title, so I will make it as on. Let me go over here. Let me make it as a center aligned. And let me make it as bold. Let me make it as 18. And I would also like to change the font color of this. Or let's take something like this for an example. And if you want to give it some background color, let me take this or orange and let me make it black only. Yeah, something like this. I can give it as a background color to this. And if you want, you can also give the background to your entire chart. So you can go to the data, sorry, the background color. You can select the background color. I would like to make it as a black background. You can also select the transparency if you want to give some slightly lighter background. So you can set the background color. There is a border and the shadow option. You can see some shadow is appearing. You can go to the borders and you can also make it as a rounded corner border by using the radius option. And you can use the color, a colored border I want over here. And now see, when you move on your pointer on this, so you are getting a pop-up box, which is displaying the subcategory sales over here. And this is known as a tooltip. If you don't want this tooltip, you can make it as off. And now you can see you are not getting a tooltip. But I think tooltip was better, so I can make it as on. And now you will see I'm getting the tooltip. If you want to format the tooltip, you can format, you can make it as bold, you can increase the size. You can label color, let's take orange, and value color, let me take it as golden over here. So something like some changes we have done over here, and see how the tooltip looks, right? So this is how our tooltip is being displayed. And if I want to change the color of the bar, so you will see there's an option called data colors. You can go to the data colors and you can change the color. Let me make it as orange. So it is appearing as orange. If you want to give different color to the different bars, so you can say show all. And let's take phone, I want to display in golden color, and chair also I want to display in golden color. That's how it is appearing. And here is your visual, right? So this is how you can format your visual and make it look more appealing. Nice.
Yes.
Right. So this was the stacked column chart we have used. Let me take one more example over here. So once again, I will take the stacked column chart. Let me resize. Let me resize it over here. And once again, I will take the sales into the values and subcategory into the axis. Now you will see there is one more field with the name legend. Let me put the category into the legend and see what happens. Now you are getting a legend, that is each category has been highlighted in separate colors. Technology is being highlighted in orange, office supplies dark blue, and the furniture is in light blue. Okay. Is that clear? So that is how it is appearing. Let me remove the this category from here, and instead of putting the category, let me put a region over here. Now it becomes a exact stacked column chart. I can go to the formatting. I will like to display the data label. So you can see the data labels is appearing over here. So region wise, category wise sales, I am getting over here. Okay. If you also want to get the total labels, you have an option of the total label, and the top you are getting the total labels. You can see the total labels are appearing in decimal places. I don't want that. So you can go to the total labels and you can make the decimal places as 0. And if you want, you can increase the size slightly. Let me make it as 12 and bold. So this is how it is appearing. Is this clear?
Yes.
That is a stacked column chart. I am not going to the formatting part. The same formatting options are available. So you can just play around with the formatting option. So you can see we have performed the 3 steps. Number 1, we got the data in Power BI, getting the data in the Power BI. Number 2, we have selected the visual. In this example, we have taken the visual as stacked column chart. So we want to create a stacked column chart, and then we have selected the fields on which we wanted to work to get the respective visual. Further, we have done the formatting part. So this is the example we have taken. Now we have one more visual over here, which is the stacked bar chart. So let us take this one, and this is known as a stacked bar chart. So if you all move your pointer over here, you will be getting the name. That is the stacked bar chart. So stacked bar chart. Let me take the sales. I would like to display the sales on the basis of subcategory. I am taking the same example. So here you are getting a horizontal bar chart. So it gives you a horizontal bar chart. Let us put the region into the legend. So you are getting the region over here. And I can go to the formatting. I will like to put the data labels on. So you can see the data labels. And I also want the total labels, which is appearing like this. I want to do some formatting. I want to display it as in 1000 with 0 decimal values. And this is how it is appearing. If you want to make it bold or increase the size, here it is. Okay. On the top, you can see the legends. If you don't want this legend, you can simply switch off the legend. Here it goes. If you even doesn't want the title, you can go to the title and you can switch off the title also. So that is known as the stacked bar chart. So the next visual which you see over here is a pie chart. Let me go over here, and here is a pie. So pie, as you already know, it is a good when you wanted to show the percentage comparison between the values. So here pie is normally suggested when the number of values between 5 to 6. For more number, maximum values 5 to 6. For more values, pie is not very much recommended. Okay, why? I will show you that as well. Right, so for an example, you can see I have taken the pie and you see legend detailed values. Legend detailed values, so the name of the fields has been changed. So these fields will keep on changing depending on the visual which you have taken. So let me put the sales into the values. Let me take it on the basis of the region. So region-wise sales is being displayed over here. You can see the legend, you can see the sales value and the sales percentage over here. Let us try to do some further formatting onto it. First of all, I don't want this legend, so I will remove the legends. Let me increase the size of this. Yes. And if you want to change the data color, let me go to the data color, and West, suppose I want it in a golden color. So I'm putting a golden color for the Western region. Then the labels, you can go to the data labels and tell, suppose I only want the category. First of all, let me increase the size over here. And let me make it as bold. If you want, you can change the font. Right. Okay, so it is displaying the only the category. If you want the data value, it is displaying the data value. I don't want the decimal places, so I will remove the decimal places from here. You want the percentage, it is displaying the percentage. You want data category and percentage, it is giving category and percentage. but I want all the things. So I will say all detailed label, and I don't want the decimal places over here. So here we are getting, if you want, you can change the color. Let's take, I would like to put a golden color over here. And few other options you will see, it will be similar, like sales by region. If you want to change the title, you can say sales. Let me center align it, bold. Let me make it the size increase. And let's change the color over here. Okay, here also you can change the font. Let us set the background color. I can go to the background. Let me make it as black. Here it goes. And if required, you can go the border, you can go to shadow, you can make it as a rounded corner border, which looks slightly more smarter. Here it is. So these border, shadow, background, these are there for almost all the visuals. So there will be some common, common formatting options will be there. And the one which are specific to the visual, I will be highlighting that. Okay, so this is your pie chart.
Sir, one question.
Hmm.
In Tableau, we do not use to select the chart type in the first place.
Correct.
So here we are selecting that. So in Tableau also there was one option on the called Show Me.
Yeah.
So so in this also, can we do it without selecting the chart type first?
We can do it, but let me show you. I have not selected anything. Let me take the sales. Let me take the subcategory, and you are getting it. Okay.
Okay. But let's say now I want a pie chart. So the method was different in Tableau.
Yeah, so that will not happen over here. Here, ideally the way of working is, first of all, select the visual and then specify the field you wanted to work on. Okay. There we first specify the fields and then select the visuals. Here is first select the visual and then specify the fields.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, so the next visual which we have over here is a donut chart. So let's create a donut chart over here. Let me resize it. So this is your donut chart. Donut chart is same like pie chart. Donut and pie are same. The only difference is you can call pie as you can call donut. A pie with a hole is known as donut. A pie with a hole is known as donut. So let's create it. So let me take the sales into the values. I'm taking the same example, putting the region into the legend. So region by sales is being displayed in a donut chart. I will go to the formatting. I don't want the legends. I will like to display the detailed label and with no decimal places. And making the text size bigger. Formatting can be done, which I'm not doing as of now. Right, so here, and you will see there is an option called shapes. You can go to the shapes and you will see there is inner radius. Let me make it 0. It is pi only. Okay, it is the pi. You increase, here it becomes a donut. Is that clear? So pi, it is nothing new. It is same pi with a hole.
Yes.
Okay, now let's do one thing. Instead of putting the region, let me put the subcategory over here and see. Now there are 17 subcategories over here. So you will see there are few things. Can you see label, envelopes, which are not very promptly, fasteners is not visible over here. Because when we have so many values, so there could be a possibility that few of the values which are not very much, which have a lesser value, does not get displayed very clearly. So that is why it is suggested that when you have a lesser number of maximum up to 5 or 6 is a better view. It is good to use pi or donut in that case. For more values, it is not that suggestible. Okay. So the donut. Then we have a funnel chart. Remember, we created the funnel in Tableau as well.
So one question.
Yes.
If we want to, can we stack one chart on top of the other?
Can we stack?
One chart on top of the other.
Okay, you want in one page, you want to have multiple charts. This is what you want?
Yes.
You can. In
Okay.
Tableau, we cannot, but in Power BI, we can. I will show you that.
Okay.
Okay.
In
Now,
Tableau, in dashboard, we used to do that.
that is something different. Dashboard is something different. So I'm talking about the worksheet which we used to create in Tableau. In one worksheet, one chart, isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
His question was if you can use, let's say, more than one chart in one display, like
in one page.
In one page. So that anyway we can do in dashboard in Tableau.
So that's what I'm saying. Dashboard, page, worksheet, they are separate things.
Yeah.
You are just looking on the final objective that you have to put multiple visuals on the same page. That is the final objective, correct?
Yes.
That can be very well done anywhere, in any visualization tool. But now try to put the question in this manner on one page. This is one worksheet. If I call with respect to the Tableau, what is this? This is a worksheet. In Tableau, on one worksheet, you will not be able to create two charts, correct?
Yes, yes.
But in Power BI, you will be able to. So let the time come, we will be doing that as well. Okay?
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk about the funnel chart. Do you remember we have created the funnel chart in in Tableau as well? Funnel.
Yes.
Now see what type of funnel we will be getting over here. Very nice visual. We have this funnel chart over here. So let me take this funnel. So this is the funnel chart over here. I would like to display the sales, and again you will see the fields has been changed, values and the groups. So let me take the sales and let me put the subcategory into the values. And here you are getting a funnel chart. More simpler, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, first of all, let me increase the this font size of the data labels. So let me go over here. I will go to the data label. I will increase the font size. Let me make it as 12. I don't want the decimal places over here. No decimals, no decimals. And I will like to make it as bold. Now let's try to, before doing any other formatting, let's try to see what this funnel chart is saying. So which is the category which has generated the maximum sales?
Phones.
Phones, absolutely correct. So phones has generated the maximum sales. So we can clearly see which category has generated the maximum and which category has generated the minimum sales. Let us take something like, let's take accessories. I will move my pointer on the accessories and see what you are getting over here. It is displaying the category, subcategory, which is accessories. The total sales generated is 167,000, which is 50% of the first. Which one is the first? Which one is the first category?
Machines.
No, which one is the first category?
Phones.
Phones. So it is comparing it with the first one. It is the 50% of the first one, that is phone, and which is the previous?
Previous is machines.
Machine. So it is also comparing with the previous one, 88% of the previous. Okay. So any point you will go to the tables. The sales of the table is 206,000, which is 62% of the sales of the phone, which is the first one, and 92% of the sales of the storage, which is the previous one. So more information you are getting over here, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me go to the formatting part, and you can see some scale is appearing over here, 100%, 0.9%. The scale is appearing, and I don't want this scale over here. So this is known as conversion. So I don't want it. I will make it as off. If you don't want the title, you can also remove the title from here. And these are known as the categories. If you want to make the categories off, you can remove the category as well. But I think it is better to display it. So let me display the category. Let's change the color of the category. Let me make it as a bold. Let's slightly increase the size of this. Then if you want to change the color of the bars, you can change the color. Let me make it as a golden color. So I've taken up golden bars over here. And the data labels, I would like to display it in a black color over here. They are appearing in a black color. And then I can give the shadow, I can give the border, I can make it as a rounded corner one. And making a golden border over here. And I would like to put a black background also. There it is. So this is your funnel chart over here. Clear? So you can see the information which you are getting over here. Very informative visual, the funnel chart. Okay. So let's see what comes next. So the next visual which is coming up over here is the ribbon chart. Wonderful, awesome visual we have over here is the ribbon chart. Very informative visual. One of the best visual we have in Power BI. So let's see what does this ribbon chart shows. So here is the ribbon chart. So let's take the ribbon chart. Let me resize this visual and let me take the sales into the values and let me take the order date into the axis. Right now you will see it is a simple bar chart. Nothing is special. Nothing is special. It's a simple bar chart which is displaying the sales for each year 2014, 15, 16, and 17. Now let's try to put the region. Let's try to put the region into the legend and see what happens. Now it becomes a ribbon chart. Okay, and let me go to the formatting and I will display the data labels. Let me increase the size. Let me make it as bold. Okay, here it goes. Now see, so here each color representing a particular year, like purple representing west, dark blue representing east, orange is south, and central is light blue. So if you will move your pointer on the bar, so if I'm putting it over here, it is giving me the Western region sales for the year 2014. If I put my pointer over here, it is giving the Western region sales for 15. If I put my pointer on this bar, it is giving me the Central region sales for 2016. And if I put my pointer over here, it is giving me Eastern region sales for the respective year, that is 2017. Clear? Simple enough? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Please be responsive
Yes.
and participative. Okay, now see the beauty over here. Let me now, till now, I was putting my pointer on the bar. I put my pointer on the bar and I am getting this tooltip. Now let me put the pointer on the ribbon and see what you are getting. So much of information. So it is showing the sales for in the 2014, the Western region sales was 147,000. In 2015, the Western region sales is 139,000. The sales has been reduced by 7,000 and there is a decrease in sales by 5%. In 2014, West was at number 1 and in 2015, the West is at number 2. There is a rank dip by 1. Let me move my pointer between 15 and 16. In 2015, Western region sales was 139,000, but in 16, it is 187,000. The sales has been increased by 47,000. That is 33% increase in sales. In 2015, West was at second position. In 16, it is at first position. The rank has been increased by 1 position. Let me put my pointer on between 16 and 17. So here it shows In 2016, Western region sales was 187,000. In 17, it is 250,000. The sales has been increased by 62,000, which is 33% increase. In 16, West was at number 1, and in 17 also it is at number 1. Can you see the information which you are getting over here? So
Yes.
much detailed information. Excellent work. Excellent.
Sir, here in the year 2014 and 15, let's say the purple color is of West.
Yes,
So that is showing the change in the sales
of West.
West.
Hmm.
And
You want
similarly,
East.
if I want to have for East,
Put it on this one. Put it on the blue one. See,
And
you are
the,
getting the details of East.
okay, and the blue, and there is also one more blue. Just,
Where this
yeah,
this is for the central.
No,
See,
no,
if you
no.
don't remember, just see the legend.
No, that not that one.
Then which blue? This blue?
Yeah, this blue, yeah.
So it is one thing. It is one ribbon.
Same?
You put it on anywhere on the ribbon.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and the white space in between this
This is nothing.
is
Just a minute.
nothing, no?
Nothing.
Okay, understood.
Okay. Now, let me put my pointer over here. Look at this tooltip very carefully and just try to think that you can compare it to which thing in Tableau. We have done something similar in Tableau. Let's see if you can get that. Does it remind you of something? Just focus on the sales change. What was that?
There was some, I don't remember when, something was on the rank.
Very good. Once you got exactly correct. Rank. So this is ranking. West rank in 2014 and 2015. We have used the rank function and we have created a bump chart over there. Remember the bump chart?
Yeah, bump chart.
Bump chart which used to show the bumps, ups and downs. So this is exactly doing that thing. One thing. Secondly, if you remember, we have in the quick table calculation, we have talked about percentage difference. Remember?
Yes.
So the sales change is the percentage difference. Okay. Then we have talked about the difference also in the quick table calculation. So you are getting the sales change -7916 is the difference and 5.35 is the percentage difference. Then if you remember, we have talked about the KPI also, where we have done the formulation and created the KPIs up and down arrows. Remember? So in the rank change, you can also see the KPI. This lower triangle. Can you see that? Yes, no?
Yes.
KPI
Right.
means I do not understand.
Key performance indicator.
No, where we did that, I do not.
Where we did.
In this bump chart.
Not in bump chart. I am talking about here it has combined multiple concepts. Here it has taken the concept of bump chart. It has taken the concept of percentage difference. It has taken the concept of difference. It has taken the concept of KPIs. So 4 or 5 concept has been included in this one small chart. That is what I'm trying to highlight.
Rank change. Does this means KPI?
Not rank change the KPI. KPI is a symbol which is appearing a small triangle facing downwards.
We had done it. We had made a table and I included symbols in that as per percentage increase or decrease.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can see a lower facing triangle. You can see a upper facing triangle.
Okay.
Okay. So very informative. So this is a ribbon chart over here. Let's see what's come next. So the next thing which is coming up over here is include exclude. Now let's see what is this include exclude. So for this, once again, I will take a stacked column chart over here. Let me take the sales and let me put the subcategory into the axis, putting the region into the legends, going to the formatting, displaying the data labels. Let's try to increase the size of the data labels. Let me make it as 14. Yes. It is now very much visible. And let me resize it also. Here you can see the region category and the region-wise bifurcation of the sales. Category and region-wise bifurcation of the sales is being displayed over here. And phones and the chairs are the one which has generated the maximum sales. Now, supposingly, I want to compare the sales of the phones and the chair with the rest, excluding the sales of the Western region. I just want to exclude the sales done by the Western region, and then I wanted to compare. So what I can do, I can click on this. I can use control click, select the next one, right click over here, and I will simply say exclude. So in this, you can see the sales of the Western region has been excluded for the phones and the chairs. And even then, the phone and chairs are holding the top 2 positions. Is that clear?
Yes.
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 Okay, good. So, and when you, if you notice, when I excluded it, where it went to the filters. Here it is a filter. Automatically a filter has been applied. If you want to get it back, you just simply say remove filter and you will be getting it back. Right? Let's take another example. This was excluding. I wanted to compare. Let's take phone south, phone, chairs, storage, table, this. I have taken few. Right click over here and I will say include. So I just wanted to compare the South region sales for few. And when it comes to the South region, we will see that the machine is holding the 2nd position and chair is at 3rd position in South. So machine has performed better in South. I want to remove it. I can simply say remove. I will go back to the normal. Then another thing is that you take any of the data point, anywhere you just right click on any of the data point, and you will see there is an option called show as table. Just click on this and see what you will be getting. You are getting the tabular data of this particular report. This particular visuals tabular data is being displayed. Subcategory, and the region-wise sales is being displayed over here. Okay. So you can see the exact values over here. If you want to go back, you simply say back to report and you will be back. Let's take this accessories, or let's take copiers, and this is what? South. Copiers South. I click on this. I will right click over here. Initially, I have used show as table. This time I will say show data point as table and see what happens. Here it is. So I am getting the individual transactions of the copiers. So all the copiers transaction done in the South region is being displayed over here. You say back to report, you will be on the visual. Let's take any other thing. Let's take this paper and the Western region. Right click over here, show data point as table. And I'm getting all the transactions for the paper in the Western region is being displayed over here. Clear? Show data point as.
Yes.
So that is known as include, exclude, and exporting the data over here. This is known as exporting the data that is getting in a tabular data we are talking about.
Sir, one question.
Yes.
So here I see that in the charts, every data point, or it is already sorted. We don't have to sort it. So how can we change the order of the sorting here?
We can definitely change it over here. Here is the 3 buttons over here, and you will see the sort options. Sort legend, sort axis, you can do it over here. Sort axis, I want sort ascending. It has been running. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And one more thing. Let us take this accessories, South, show data point as table, and you can also export the data from here. Export data, and you can create Excel CSV file from here. if you want to take it directly. So you have a visual. From that visual, you want to take the data to Excel, you can do it over here, exporting the data to Excel. Okay.
Okay.
So if you don't
Yes.
want, if you want to do some further analysis on the data, you can take it to the Excel and just play around. Then we have maps in Power BI. So let's try to create. We have two types of maps in Power BI: the blank map and the filled map. So let me create a map over here. The first one. So this is a blank map which I have taken over here. So let me take this. Now let me take the state. So I can simply click on the state, and either also I can drag and drop also, but you can see I clicked on the state and automatically I'm getting a US map over here. And you can see some bubbles over here. So these bubbles are indicating the sales. Okay, now let me put the sales into the size and see what happens. So you will be getting, if you will notice, you will be getting the bubbles of different size. Can you notice the big bubbles are appearing in a different size?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So bigger the bubble, higher the sales. Smaller the bubble, lesser the sales. Okay, now supposedly I want to put the region into the legend. So you can see all the bubbles are appearing in a different colors, which indicates a region. Like Western region is in purple, Central is in light blue, South is orange, and dark blue is this Eastern region. Okay, now let me go to the formatting options over here and let's see a few of the formatting options of the map. The first is the legend. On the top, we are getting the legend. If you don't want, you can remove it. So we have removed the legend over here. Then if you want to display the categories, you can say on, and you are getting the categories. That is the name of the state is also being displayed over here. I think it is not required because as a label also we are getting at the back. So I can remove that. Then you have the data colors. If you want to change the data color, let's take the Western region to be put in the this golden color I have put in over here. Okay. Then on the top, you are getting the title. If you don't want the title also, you can remove the title from here. Then you have the bubbles. You can go to the bubbles over here and you can increase the size of the bubble. So I think it's too big, isn't it? All right. So let me make it slightly smaller. Whatever. So we have slightly reduced the size of the bubble. I think it should further be reduced. So you can adjust the size of the bubble over here. Then you have map controls. You have zoom buttons. So if you want the zoom buttons, you will see the zoom buttons over here. Now you can zoom in and zoom out your map. Okay. Then title, background, border, shadow, that is all same. Then we have important one is the map style. You can go to the map style and one is show labels. So you can see at the back, you are getting the name of the states and all. So I will make it as off. So no label will be there on your map. Now, if you want, you can switch on the category. So it will look more better now. Okay. And there are different themes over here. This theme is the road. Let's take a gray scale. So you can see it is appearing in black and white. The gray scale is appearing over here. Then let me take light. So it is appearing in a lighter color. Let me take dark. So I can call it as a night view of the map. Right? Or you can also go with the aerial, that is the satellite view. So you are getting the satellite view of the map. Okay. So that is the various themes. So I will go with the default one, that is the road, and I will make it off. Right. So these are the various options. So I will switch off the categories and I will display the label only. So this is how it is appearing over here. And if you will move your pointer on this, you are getting the Western region sales and Western California sales. You move over here, West region, Washington sales over here. Now, supposingly it is displaying the sales value and you don't want the sales value over here. So we can do one more thing. Let's take show value as, percentage of grand total. Let me see over here. And so now you can see it is appearing as a percentage. Now, along with this, if you want to show something else also, let's take, I want to show the profit as well. So I will put the profit into the tooltip. I can click on this drop down, and if let's first of all, let's move over here. So I'm getting the profit value, but I don't want the value. I want a percentage over here. So I will say show value as percentage of grand total. Now see, you are getting the sales as well as the profit percentage. So the contribution of California towards the sales is 19% and towards profit it is 26%. Talking about the Washington, contribution towards the sales is 6, but profit is 11%. Let us talk about the Texas. The contribution in sales is 7%, but the profit is negative 8%. That is a loss. Okay, so here like this we can get. Now we have one more interesting feature. So let me remove the region from the legend, and instead of putting the region, let me put the category into the legend and see what. So now this is known as a map with a pie. So you can see the pie over here and you are getting the vibe. This. So here you can see there is a state where we have only the sales of furniture. Here is the state where we have only the sales of office supplies. And one with two. Right. So let's see. Yeah, here is one state where we have only office supplies and technology. No furniture sales has been done over here. So you are getting the map with a pie over here. So you move on this. California technology sales and profit. California office supply sales profit. California furniture sales profit. Okay, so that is how you are getting a map over here. So this is known as a blank map. Now let's take another example over here. And so we have seen this. Right, the next example is a filled map. So the next, just next to the blank map is the filled map. Let me take a filled map. Let me resize it. Let me take the state. This is a filled map. Okay, and if you will move your pointer on this, it will as of now just display the name of the state. Okay, and now whatever you want to display over here, you can keep on adding in the tooltips like sales. Now see, it is displaying the sales. Let's take profit. Now it is also displaying the profit. Let me take the sales again. Let me take the profit again. Let me make it as show value as percentage of grand total. Let me make it as show value as percentage of grand total. See, you are getting the state, sales, profit, percentage sales, and the percentage profit. And let us put the region into the color, into the legend, sorry. So you can see each region has been highlighted in separate color. Okay, we are getting the region information also over here. Is this point clear?
Yes.
Now let's try to create another map that is an India map over here. So map with a pie. Okay. So in the map, we have talked about the data color. So in this also, if you want to change the data color, let me go over here. So changing the data color we were talking about, we can go to the, let me select over here. Let me go to the format and you can see the data colors. If you want to change any of the data color, let's take the central region in some different color. Let's try to put this color over here, or let's try something else. Let's take a pinkish color over here. That is also fine, looks good. Okay, so this is how you can change the data color. So in the map, we have talked about changing the data colors, right? Category, data color, doing the category, bubble size, map controls, we have talked, zoom in, zoom out, title, tooltip, map styles. We have seen. Now let's talk about the India map. So in Power BI, you can open multiple, just like in Tableau also we can do this thing. We can open multiple data sources over here. So let me go get data. Let's take Excel. And I will use the same data which I have used over there in Tableau. I hope you remember India tab. Say open. Remember India tab where we have an Indian population of the various states?
Yes.
So I'm using the same population. I will simply say load. It is over here. You go to this. Let's take a map over here. Let's take a blank map, empty map basically. Let me take the state. You don't have to do anything. Automatically, you are getting the India map. Okay. You want to put the population in the size. So you can put the population in the size and you can see the change in the bubble size. If you want, you can put the population in the legend. So you will be getting different color bubbles over here. But I don't think so it will make any sense. So I removed it. You move your pointer, you are getting the population value. But instead of displaying the population value, I think a percentage will make more sense. So here we are getting the percentage over. Clear? Then let's take another example. For this also, I will take a field map. Let me resize. I will take the state. And I am getting the India map. If required, you can put the population into the legend and see. So because there's a different population, you are getting so many colors over here, but I don't think it will make a sense. So let me remove this. Let's put the state in different colors. That is also doesn't look that great. That is what we are getting. It is better if you put the population in the tooltip and display the population as percentage of grand total. So you are getting the percentage over. Okay, same formatting options because the same map is there. So this is the map in Power BI. Okay, and so this was about the map. And according to my perspective, what do you see? Which map was better, in Tableau or in Power BI? Which map you found more interesting or more informative, I should say?
I think Power BI is giving so much for me.
That is also correct.
Like in terms of USA, it also showing pie chart for all the states. So it is like,
Yeah, that is definitely an advantage which was not there in Tableau. But I sometimes feels that what we were getting in Tableau, the map, that was more informative, where we can put the color and all, can also tell about the how much is the sales and the profit. So more easily understandable, I would say it was in Tableau, according to my perspective.
okay,
Rest depend on the data and the requirement. But pie chart is definitely, map with a pie is definitely an advantage over here. Proceeding further, the next thing which is coming up over here is tabular data in Power BI. How to manage the tabular data in Power BI. So let's create a tabular data for which we have table. Let us create a table. Let me resize this table and let me go back to the orders. Supposingly, I want to display the category and the subcategory wise sales. So in the tables, you have only one field, that is value. So whatever you want, you can put it over here. You can either drag and drop, or you can simply click on the check. Click on this, it will be over there. Or you can directly drag and drop it over here. Drag and throw it on this. Sales, quantity. Let's take discount. Let me take profit. Whatever you want, you just keep on putting over here. And you are getting the tabular data. Simple enough?
Yes.
Right. So let's try to do some formatting on this. Let me try to do some formatting. We will go to the format, and first of all, the text size is very small. I want to increase the text size. So you will see there's an option called values. You can go to the values. You can increase the text size. Let me make it as 14. Yes, it looks pretty better. And if you want you can change the font type as well. Let's see if Times looks good. Yeah, that is also fine. And Times, if I make it as 14 was fine. Okay. And if you want to change the font color, you can also change the font color. Let me make it as dark blue over here. So you can see it is appearing in dark blue, black. So the font is appearing in an alternate color. So you can also, I don't want this alternate color. So I make all the font as blue. The background also, you can see, change the background. Let me make it as a light blue background over here. So I'm taking it as a light blue background, and you are getting the alternate background. I don't want that alternate background, so I will make it as blue also. So everything is appearing in blue over here. So here we have done some changes to the let's see if it looks good in the bold. No, it's too much bold. I will make it as 15. This is better. And so this is the values, but now the column headers are appearing very small. So I can go to the column headers. First of all, I will like to increase the size. Let me make it as 16. I will like to make it as bold, and I will like to change the font color to white and the background color to dark blue. I'm getting a sort of reverse color over here. If you want, you can change the font also. So I will like to make it as a this font. Let me make it as 18, so it looks more bigger. Let me make it more space over here. So I'm just increasing the width of the columns. Like this. Right. Okay. Then I can. So this is the column headers. And then you can see the totals. You can go to the totals. If you don't want the totals, you can switch off the total. The totals has been completely removed. But I need total, so I'm putting the total over here. And I want to change the font color to white and the background color to the dark blue. So this is how it is appearing. So I've given a slightly different layout of this visual over here. I will like to increase the size to 17, and I will like to make it as bold, which is already on. Right. And I can also go to, you can see there is an option called grid over here. I don't want the horizontal grid. So you can see the lines has been removed. Then you will see there is some row padding. Row padding means the thickness of the row. Let me just increase the thickness. Let me make it as 5. So you can see the rows are more thicker, and yeah, you are getting something like this, which looks more neat and clean. So we can go with that. Okay, so column headers, grid, values, totals. Now we have something known as, okay, the title is also there. So I will go with this, and I will say, category details. Let me give the title as category details. Let me make it as center aligned, bold, and increasing the font size to 18. All right, changing the font type, the color, the background, something like this. Okay, let me increase it. Okay, so I have given the title also over here. Then you have a field formatting. You can go to the field over here. Suppose the category. I want to change the font color of the category. I will like to make it as white, and the background color, I want to make it as dark blue. I'm putting it in a reverse. Okay, and for the subcategory also, I would like to do the similar sort of a thing, so that headers are being displayed in some different color. So this is how we are getting it over here. And okay, then we have border, shadow. So these are shame, border, shadow, background. Let me take a light blue background over here, and I can make it as a rounded corner border. So we have done some formatting. We have done the field formatting over here on the category and the subcategory. So we can select any particular field and do the formatting. So we have taken the sales. Now see, it is appearing in the decimal places. I don't want the decimal places, so I will make it as 0. For the quantity is fine. Discount also, I don't want to display in the decimal places, so I will make it as 0, or I can make it as 1 decimal places. And for the profit also, I don't want the decimal places. So a neat and clean table we have over here, the tabular data. So this is the field formatting, and okay. So okay. Now let me create another table over here to give you one more example. Once again, I will take the table. Let me take the category, subcategory, sales, quantity, discount, profit. What I have taken? It's fine. Oh, I haven't taken the subcategory over here. Here. Let me resize this. Go to the formatting. I will type to increase the size of the values. Let me make it as 14. I will change the column header size. Let me make it as 16. That's it. Okay, and slightly increase the width of this, more clearly visible. Okay, here it is. Now you have seen that initially when I created this table, I have done a lot of formattings over here, correct? Lot of formatting has been done.
Yes.
Right. But if I don't want to do all those things, I can simply go to the formatting options, and you will see there is something known as style. You can go to the style, right? And you will see some various styles over here, like none. No styling has been done. It is a raw table, or minimum styling has been done. So we have some bold headers and alternating rows, which was appearing, contrast alternating rows, something like this, bold header flashy rows, this, condensed, so whatever you want. Okay, so suppose I have taken this. So just like in Excel, you must have used table auto format. Have you used table auto format in Excel ever? Yes, no, you work in Excel? Hello?
No, I haven't used it.
You haven't used this. Okay, so in the and Excel also we have this feature of table auto format. So forget about it. We can use it over here using the style option. So with the minimum efforts, you can do it. And now I don't want the decimal places for the sales and the profit. So I will go to the field formatting. I will go to the sales. I will remove the decimal places from here. And I will take the profit, and I will remove the decimal places from here. So sales and the profit, decimal places has been removed. Okay, then here it goes. I can go to the grid as well, and row padding, let me make it as 5. Yes, this is better. Okay, now you will see, so I have talked about the various formatting options. There is another thing which is known as conditional formatting. I hope you know the meaning of conditional formatting. Yes, no. Formatting on the basis of some condition is known as conditional formatting. So let's do the conditional formatting over here. And I want to do the conditional formatting on sales. And I want to format the background color. Simply make background color as on. So here you are getting the color shading, where darker color is indicating more sales and the lighter color indicating lesser sales. If you will move your pointer over here on the header, you will see a small triangle. You click on this, and you will see your data has been sorted on the basis of the sales, maximum to the minimum, highest to lowest. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Clear. Wonderful. Here it is. Now, supposingly you want to do some further changes onto it, or you want to change the color. So I will go to the advanced controls. Okay, it's coming up. So here you can change the color. Supposingly I want it to give, let's take a purple color over here, and lighter color, I will like some different color. Let's take something like this. Let's see how does it look. Say okay. Here it is. Okay, so we can specify our own color shading also. Let's go to the advanced controls once again. Now here it is automatically taking the color as per the color gradient colors, you can say we are getting over here. But so we are getting a format style is gradient, and you can say I want a rule over here. Rule. So where the sum of sales is greater than equal to, let's take greater than equal to 300,000, I want a number, and less than, I will say 500,000, then the color should be, let's take green. It should be appearing in a green color. I can say new rule, if it is from greater than equal to 200,000, a number, and less than 300,000, then let's take it should be orange. New rule, if it is more than 100,000, greater than equal to, and less than 200,000, then it should be, let's take this color. New rule, if it is greater than 0 and less than 100,000, then it should be appearing in, let's take this color. Say here I have changed number. Here it is number. Say okay. So you can see the coloring has been done as per the rule which you have specified. Clear? So this is how you can do the conditional formatting. Now let's do some conditional formatting on discount for an example, and I want to change the discount font color. So you will see the font color over here. Now you can see the color is appearing as a darker or the lightest. More the discount, darker the color, lesser the discount, lighter the color. Again, if you want to change the color shading, you can change it. I will like to make it more darker over here, and lighter should be also slightly more darker. So let me go to this color and say okay. Here it is. Darker to the lightest, the font color is appearing over here. Okay, so this is formatting. Now let's take, I want to do the quantity. I want to do some conditional formatting on the quantity, and I want data bars. So you can see along with the table, within the table, you are getting the data bars. Okay, you can go to the advanced controls. If you want to change the colors of the bar, you can take it like I want some, let's say I would like to have a golden bar over here. Let's see how does it looks. Quite okay, right? So we are putting this golden bars over here. If you just click on this, it will be sorted according to the bars. It has been sorted according to the quantity. You can again go to the advanced control, and there is an option of show bar only, and say okay. So now the number will not be displayed, only the bars are getting displayed, right? But I think displaying of number was better. So I will remove this check mark and say okay. So we are getting this tabular data. Then Let's say I also want to format the profit. So I will take the profit over here and I would like to give some icon. So we are getting some icon depending on the profit value. Let me go to the advanced controls and I will select some more appropriate icons. So I have some flags over here. So I will take a flags and you can say where the percentage is between profit percentage 0 to 33, it is red, 33 to 67 is golden, and 67 to 100% is green. So depending on the profit percentage, it is giving this value. So let me say okay, and here it goes. You click on the profit, so it is more profitable, right? So here it gives a very good example over here. Lesser sales, the sales quantities, the sales value is less, quantity sold is also less comparatively, and discount is also less, but profit is max over here, right? So this is how you can perform the conditional formatting. There is one more option, that is web URL, but we will not be able to get some option over here of this. So I can try to give you an example further in the session, in the module. Okay. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, so this was the conditional formatting. Let me go back to the table over here. So we have talked about tabular data in the Power BI using the tables. We have seen the formatting of the tables, like changing the font size, the column headers, grid, auto format, field formatting, background color, adding a title, doing the conditional formatting, how to do that. Now we have something known as table aggregation. So let me create a table once again, and I would like to take the subcategory. I would like to put the sales over here. Let me resize it. I would like to put the sales again, sales again, sales again, sales again. And one more time, I would like to put the sales. So you can see I have put in the sales multiple times. First of all, let's increase the size so it is more clearly visible. So I will go to the values. I will increase the size. Let me make it as 14 or 14 over here. Going to the grid and increasing the row padding to 5 for an example, which looks better. The style I want, this is better. Although not required all those things, but it is just so that or bold headers. That is also fine. And values, field formatting for the sales. I don't want the decimal places. Right. Rest we will see. So I have removed the sales and let me increase the gap. Row padding 5. Okay. Okay. So you can see I'm getting the sales over here. Now by default, whenever we take the sales, it will always give us the sum of sales. So the total sales generated by the accessories is 167380. 167,000 is the total sales generated by the accessories. Okay, but I also wanted to see, instead of getting the total sales, I want to see the percentage. So what can I do? I can go over here, click on this drop down, and you will see there's an option called show value as percentage of grand total. So you can see I'm getting the sales percentage over here. Right, this is a total sales and this is appearing as the sales percentage. Clear? The sales percentage?
Yes.
Right. Now, supposingly, I want to see here the number of sales, how many transactions has been done. So I can go to the sales and I can say count over here. So it is giving me the number of sales done over here. Then I wanted to find out the average sales. So I can click on this drop down and I will say I wanted to see the average sales. So it is giving me the average sales over here. Now, I wanted to see how many total transaction has been done in accessories. How many total transaction done? 775. Now, out of the 775 transaction, I want to see what is the maximum transactional value. So I will go to the sales and I will say, I want maximum value. So the maximum sales is this. And similarly, I also wanted to say the minimum sales, minimum. So the minimum sales, right? If you want to give a more appropriate labels, so you can go like this percentage sales. So I will say, rename this visual. I will say sales percentage. Okay. Let me. Sales percentage, right? Count of sales. Let's take, rename this visual. I will say number of transactions, right? So like this, you can give some more appropriate labels to this. Is that clear? So this is known as table aggregations. And here, if you will see, sum of average, sum of maximum will not make a sense over here. So in this example, I think total is not a good option to be displayed. So we can switch off the total. Now your table is giving more appropriate values. Fine. Is this point clear?
Yes.
So this is known as table aggregations. Right. So this is how we manage the tabular data in Power BI. And there is another way of managing the tabular data, which is Power BI matrix. But this Power BI matrix, we will be proceeding on in our next session. Will that be okay with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So before I wind up today's session, how was this session overall?
Good.
It was good.
Were you able to get what I'm trying to explain?
Yes.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay. And how do you feel about the Power BI?
It looks easier than Tableau in
More
some
like
ways.
Excel.
Almost like Excel. So you are getting some sense of Excel because it is a product of Microsoft, right? Yes, you can say that. And it seems to be more simpler like in Tableau. So we will see further when we will move. So were your views remain same or your views changes? So we will see session by session what are the changes, and I will finally, once we are through with this Power BI, then I will ask what do you feel, which one is better, Tableau and Power. So I was talking about this module. There are 4 sections of this module. The first section is totally focused on creating the different type of visual, and the final output will be creation of the report, something like this. Okay.
Okay.
Second part will be talking about the sharing of the visualization, where we will be talk about Power BI service, how to share the visual, what all can be done when we put the data onto when we put our report onto the Power BI service, how to automate the task. There is something known as setting up a data gateway to do the automation, which I have told you in the starting of the session, that the report will automatically be generated and the sent to them, all refresh and everything will happen automatically. So for all this automated process, we will see we need to install a database gateway, data gateway we call it, right? So we will be doing that thing practically. We will talk about the dashboards in Power BI over there, right? So this is the second section which will be focusing towards Power BI service. Third section, we will be talking about Power Query, where we will see the data transformation. We will see many situations when the visualization will not be possible on the data. But using Power Query, we will make the data ready for the visualization. Different type of formulas and all we will be seeing over there. And the fourth part will be talking about the data modeling in Power BI, where we will be where we will seeing that how to create a visual when your data on which has to be visualized is being distributed in multiple sources. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the outline of this module, just for your information.